And now, from beyond our dimension, this is the JeffMara podcast. Here's Jeff.
Hello, everybody. And we can see if Michael can, in real time, dream detect or be a dream detective. And let's see him analyze Soren's dream. Okay, and now we got Soren here. All right, here we go. Cool. Fantastic. All right, Soren, let's hear about your dream.
Tell you.
Let's start with the first one.
Oh,
so you can just
Raskolnikov. Okay, so I'm in Moscow, and I'm on a bus, and I happen to be riding in the back of the bus with Raskolnikov. You know who he is? He's Dostoevsky's character in Crime and Punishment.
Yeah, it's actually just I read it, so yes.
Yeah. And of course he's guilty of murder, and he was very dour, as he was in the whole beginning of the book. He was not happy, he was not smiling, he was thin. And we got off the bus and went into a cafe, and it was very crowded, and it was very plain and stark and not attractive, very Moscow-like. And they sat us down at the back of the cafe, facing these three guys who were right there, so we didn't have a private place or anything. So I went, ooh, and I found us a better booth up here, perpendicular. And I said, this is the place to sit, if you ever have to come to this cafe. And I don't remember that we ate anything. We got back on the bus, and I noticed that you could go in the back part of the bus and pick up a, what do they call them? I wrote it down here now. Kalashnikov. Is that the big automatic gun?
Okay.
If you wanted one. So I went and got one, and once you had one, you were stuck with it. You couldn't get rid of it. So there I was on a bus with Raskolnikov with an automatic rifle, and I didn't have to use it, and he just grunted. And then everything switched, and I was standing in front of my oven, in front of my place where I toast my toast. Mm-hmm. And I put in 4 pieces of toast, and then a really thin, athletic girlfriend of mine put in 4 little tiny crumbs of bread. And I felt guilty because she would see that I was eating 4 whole slices and she was eating 4 crumbs. And that's the dream.
So context for what we're doing, right? And what we're going to do. My contention, and actually I would say I have proven this repeatedly, is in hundreds of cases that dreams seem very odd and strange to us. And they are. Even right now, I'm like, whoa, what is that, right? The thing is, it's a language. Our language is our imagination, and it is so genius that it expresses itself using symbology perfectly. It's like a professor inside of us of symbology. That's why we wake up and we're like, whoa, what did that mean? However, like any good professor, first of all, we know the language, and so when we press into it and pay attention to the professor, we can figure it out. That's kind of what I do as a facilitator. The dream is about, how would we know where it wouldn't be Michael just saying a thing? We would look at it and we would be like, where does it start? When it starts with the fact that you're in a foreign state, that's telling you, that's how these things speak. Like, you feel you're in a foreign or alien state. When it's telling you that you're on a bus, all you have to do to recognize this language is be like, what would I feel like? I feel like I'm going from one place to another. I feel like I have maybe a goal that I'm going to. Now I'm being accompanied so awesomely by this particular idea of crime and punishment, which again kind of involves the idea in a more common way of guilt. In what way, I don't really know yet, This is the type of thing we talk about and get deeper and deeper into in dream, being a dream detective. So it's so when someone is accompanying you in a dream, that means there's a particular type of energy that is accompanying you in your life. Like if it was a stressful character, if it was, in this particular character had a very had particularly defining characteristics.
Yeah.
We would almost call this the Raskolnikov dream.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to understand the heart of what's going on in this dream, is that the whatever you know, and you and I know about that character, what he went through, the energy that was inside of his soul,
Yeah.
that's accompanying you. That was accompanying you at some point. Because again, right? I'm actually just saying what happened. Notice that he's accompanying you. You're on the bus with him. This is an energy. And then what Jeff also was pointing out is that at the end, it's almost like you separate from that energy and then you're back home. Right? That's the shift that happens. Right? Thank you, Jeff, for putting all this together. Because I love that character. And as you were talking, I was thinking, what does that character represent as a symbol?
Yeah.
Right? This is the whole thing of crime and punishment. So unsurprisingly, folks, you will understand, this is what I'm getting, sis, that you are riding with guilt. You feel me? Right? He's guilty. Okay? So you're taking a ride, doing a transition that involves guilt, like maybe feeling guilty of something, right?